Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be breaking down how to animate a walk cycle. If you don't know already, my name is Hashim. I'm a 2D animator, illustrator, and visual artist. I am a freelancer. I have been so for many years now, and I thought it's best if I share my knowledge and let others benefit of what I've learned so far. With that being said, let's get into the video. So you may be wondering, what is a walk cycle? A walk cycle is simply a series of frames or drawings in a sequence that loop to create the illusion of walking. It requires some keyframes, which I will demonstrate here, but once you've established the keyframes, then you can initiate the looping sequence. So over here you can see there's 4 or 5 key poses here. The first one being the contact pose with the right leg of the character. That's important, so you can now know which leg you'll be putting weight on, which follows into the second pose, which is the down pose, where he puts all his weight on the right leg, swaying his arms opposite. The third pose being the passing pose, where the opposite leg will be passing over to the other side, followed by the fourth pose, which is the up pose, where now effectively he'll be falling onto or putting the weight onto the left leg instead. And finally will be the contact pose, which is the opposite leg. These are the key poses needed because effectively this is like the anatomy of the walk. So I'm just jumping in now into the program I've used to just sketch them out. You can use any software, to be honest, as long as you can see the frames you've drawn. So just to confirm, these are the first 5 frames, or the key frames we just discussed. And these are the main poses as we spoke about. You will notice that this is not enough to have that looping effect. You see it looks like it's cutting off halfway. It's not complete. So I'm going to establish that the reason is we need to do the opposite in order for it to loop. We need to get the left leg back onto the right leg so that it can loop. So as you can see here, we need to get back to this original pose in order to have a seamless loop. And pretty much what we can do there, we can simply just go over the same sequence with drawing the left leg that is in contact as the leg that will be put the weight on. So it will be our down pose. So I've drawn it here, the down pose of the left leg. And likewise, you see how it's similar to the right leg with the weight on it. So it's the same thing. And we repeatedly do this on the opposite side until we reach the right leg in the original first pose. So I'm just showing you here that that is the left leg that we put the pressure, similar to the right leg we did previously. And I have drawn these frames out just for your understanding. So they are very rough because I wanted to get the basics done first. So now you see the pass by pose. Originally it was the right leg, but now it's the left leg that I'll be passing by because that was the leg we put the weight on. And then finally we'll be rising with the right leg now, similarly to the previous pose where we lifted up with our left leg. So yeah. And now we're back to the original pose, as it will be shown here. And now when you put all the frames together, all the drawings, it should look like this. A seamless loop. And it's simply that. So over here I'm on Flipper Clip now. It's a free program you can get on the App Store or Google Play. And you can actually do this on your mobile phone, and if you have any tablets and whatnot, just to get a feel for it. It was my first time using this program properly. I played around with it in the past, but I feel like I've learned quite a lot doing this. And if you're wondering, the character I've actually used for my walk cycle today is effectively one of my favourite characters of this year. I've just recently finished this anime called Ranking of Kings, which I highly recommend for amazing storytelling and plot twists you would not see coming. I was honestly surprised about how this story turned out, and I can't wait for the next season. So, definitely recommend this. And at this point now, I'm pretty much doing a time lapse of the whole walk cycle from now. So yeah, feel free to watch and let me know how it is. But other than that, I will showcase the full process or the final part towards the end as well. And that's just it. Thank you for watching this far if you have. So please make sure you share, comment, and share this with someone who may enjoy this. I hope you've learned something. I've recently learned this myself, how to do a walk cycle, and I do aim to share more tips and more tutorials on how to make animations. I appreciate you watching the journey, and take care.